Hey, this is JJ Virgin. Thanks so much for joining me. This is Ask the Health Expert. In each episode, I put the power of health in your hands and share ways to get healthy, lose weight, heal your gut, detox, and lots more, so you can look and feel better fast. If you'd rather watch the video, hey, I did put on my makeup and do my hair, so check it out on my YouTube channel.
Have you ever tried to lose weight, then you just hit that wall? So frustrating. I mean, it's amazing to see pounds start coming off, but then suddenly you hit a plateau and the weight is like a boulder, or it boomerangs right back. I'm going to show you how to jumpstart fat loss and keep it off by cross-training your diet. You know, just like you cross-train your exercise to get fit. Hey there, I'm JJ Virgin, and here's my cred. I'm a 4 times New York Times bestseller and a Fitness Hall of Famer, and I help people lose weight and stop the weight regain by identifying their hidden food intolerances and lowering their sugar impact. I'm glad you're here because I think I have some things that can help you too. So if you want to make sure you don't miss this kind of good information, let's stay connected. All you have to do is hit like on this video and subscribe to this channel. So what the heck is cross-training your diet, and what will it do for you? Well, first, let's start with how most people think of cross-training. A little of this, a little of this, and a little of this. And suddenly, you're in great shape. Now, you wouldn't only do one exercise for the rest of your life, would you? No, you work your way around the gym and then you mix it up. Otherwise, your body adapts and stops improving. Changing it up does all of these amazing things for your health. It improves your fitness, it prevents injury, it improves your posture, your balance, it boosts your brain function, you recover faster, and you don't get bored. You get the idea. So cross-training your diet, well, it does the same thing. Now, you're probably worried you'll be lifting watermelons like kettlebells, aren't you? You actually cross-train your diet the same way you do with exercise by changing it up and not eating the same amount of calories or the same macros all the time. Mixing up the protein, the carbs, and the fat. I mean, after all, your body isn't a bank account. It's a chemistry lab, and you have to change it up to make sure your body doesn't adapt and go into survival mode where it holds on to fat like it does when you starve yourself. We all know that doesn't work. Your body tries to keep that fat right there that it could be using for food, so it shut down fat burning. So to fuel your metabolism and break through plateaus, you need to cross-train and keep your body guessing. You want to keep it burning and not have it just count on one steady source of fuel. You don't want to ramp down like, oh, I got this. I don't need to work so hard. But first, you have to prepare. Get to a certain level of diet fitness, right? Like you wouldn't go out and be a triathlete the first day you decide to start exercising, right? Like, oh, I think my first day, I'll run a few miles and I'll bike to the next town and I'll swim across the lake. No. So first, you got to set yourself up for success. Here's how you do it. Step 1. You're going to identify your hidden food intolerances. Now, food intolerance is one of the major reasons you get inflamed and you can't drop weight. Here's the good news. You just need to take 3 weeks and do the Virgin Anti-Diet to figure out which foods are hurting you and which foods aren't. You can't get to your goal weight or look or feel great until you swap those high-FI, high food intolerance foods out for ones that can heal you and fuel you. And here's what's awesome. Quite often, like always, I hear that those swaps taste even better than what you were eating. Now, while you're doing that, you're also going to eat by the Virgin Anti-Diet plate. That means that at each meal, no snacks, you're going to be eating clean protein. Those are things like wild fish, grass-fed beef, pastured pork, and chicken. And healthy fats like avocado and coconut and nuts and seeds. And lots of fiber from non-starchy vegetables and slow, low carbs. The reason we put that together like that is because it's super satisfying. You'll be feeling fuller longer, but not bloated, right? And it helps keep your blood sugar balanced. And speaking of blood sugar balance, step 2 is lowering your sugar impact. Now, sugar sneaks into our diets way more than we usually know in some of the most bizarro places. So first we're going to make sure you're getting out of the obvious places, right? Like, don't add sugar in. Then we're going to look at all the places it could be sneaking in. So you want to check in with my sneaky sugar inventory in the links below to see where else you might need to Sherlock that sugar out. Now, once you lower your sugar impact and you improve your insulin sensitivity and your blood sugar balance, you're basically teaching your body to shift from only being able to be a sugar burner. That means you're like hungry every couple hours. You would never forget to eat, to what I call a multi-fuel burner. That means that you can burn fat, you can burn carbs, and you can burn ketones for fuel. You are metabolically flexible. Once you're there, guess what? You are now ready to cross-train your diet. And here's how you do it. Number 1, you start fasting a couple times a week. Now, this might sound like I'm hungry. Remember, hungry equals younger, but it's not as hard as it seems. First off, if you've been following me, you know that I advocate at least a 12-hour fast every night. That means shut the kitchen down, get out of there at least 3 to 4 hours before bedtime, right? After dinner, lock it down. And then wait an hour or two when you wake up in the morning. Do a little fasted workout. So if you're going to bed at 10, you stopped eating by 7 at the latest, and you woke up at 6 and you had breakfast around 8, look at how easy that was. That's right there, 13 hours. So the first thing we're going to do is do that. But what I want you to do a couple days a week is push that window so that you've got a 16-hour fast where maybe you're not having breakfast, you're having it more like brunch at about 10, and you have dinner a little bit earlier so you stop eating at 6. Next, number 2. Now, once you've done that, now you can get advanced. And once a week you can do something called OMAD. Sounds cool too, right? The reason you want to do OMAD, it's 1 meal a day. And you're going to try to do this. I think the easiest time to do it is on the weekend. Sleep in and then have an early dinner. Easy peasy. Why do we want to do that? Well, you're doing a lot of caloric variability. You're making your stem cell production increase. That's anti-aging. It's great for improving insulin sensitivity, which means you're going to have better blood sugar balance and burn fat. And promotes something called autophagy. This is basically cellular detox. It's your body taking out the cellular trash. All right. Next one, number 3, is varying your carbs. Now, where are we getting our carbs? I talked about the plate and the protein, fat, and fiber from non-starchy vegetables and slow, low carbs. I want you to still eat as many non-starchy veggies as you possibly can. That's broccoli and Brussels sprouts and cauliflower and deep green leafies, things like that. But your slow, low carbs, things like wild rice or squashes or sweet potato, this is a thing that you can vary based on a couple of things. The biggest thing it would be based on is your activity level. If you've got a big, intense day and you're doing some HIIT training and weight training, you might do a couple more carbs that day, but maybe you've got a low-level day. Maybe you're at a meditation retreat. Take those carbs way down. So a little bit of that macro cycling can make a big difference too. And finally, and commit to this with me, at least once a year, preferably a couple times, I want you to do an advanced detox. So that is where you really focus for anywhere from 3 to 21 days on some advanced detox strategies. And one time a year too, you want to make sure that you reassess annually both your food intolerance and your sugar impact. Make sure those sugars don't go sneaking back into your life. And most importantly, remember, dieting shouldn't be your hobby. It shouldn't be a way of life. It is a way to your best life. You want to use diets therapeutically to create the eating plan that's best for you. And that's one that's going to help you shift from being a sugar burner to a multi-fuel burner, where burning off that body fat is easy and automatic. I hope you've enjoyed this info on cross-training your diet. Now, if you want to go deeper, check out some of the other resources in the link below. And don't forget to like and subscribe so you get more healthy diet intel, tips, and tricks. In the next video, we're going to start a series that helps you uncover what the issue could be if you're not losing weight. Hint, it may not be your diet. See you there.
For more info on this and other health topics I cover, or to rate and review, find me on Instagram, Facebook, and my website, jjvirgin.com. And don't forget to subscribe to my show so you won't miss a single episode. Go to subscribetoJJ.com. Thanks again for being with me this week.